Hey guys, Kev here, and I want to do a full review on the Rovyvon E5, the Angel Eyes. So, here's the story. Rovyvon reached out to me and said, hey, do you want to check out this flashlight? And I said, yeah, I do, because I've seen this light before. I think, where did I see it? Outer Limitless channel. Great channel. Go check out Outer Limitless. Great dude. And yeah, Eric's a good dude. And it's a good channel. And he did a review on this. And it made me wonder, like, would I like this light? Normally I don't like wider lights. But it's also thin, so it doesn't bother me as much. And so when they reached out, I was like, hell yeah, I'll check it out. So they sent me this one. And I quickly broke it. Not broke it, but I'll show you. So it has this latch here, which is the first thing we're going to talk about. This actually has a dual power source setup. So you can run this on, I believe it's lithium polymer. So they put LiPo right here. Or a AAA battery. So what's cool about it is it can automatically switch. Once this power runs out, boom, it switches over to your AAA. Or if you have it on AAA, it'll hit that till it runs out and then switch over to the lithium polymer. And you can manually switch between the batteries if you want to switch back and forth. Very cool, right? So I got it and I'm like, yeah, how do you freaking put the battery in here though, right? And I'm like, okay, there's a latch. And it's very hard to open, and I'll show you on this one. I still don't think I can open it. My nails aren't super strong, but you'd think it would pop off, right? I literally just can't get it open without, you know, prying it, basically. And so I got this one open, and the directions basically say to push, like this. It says to push. And it basically says push down. Like, I don't understand what the instructions are saying. Do I have them? I want to show you so you guys don't think I'm just crazy. So it comes with this box. It comes with a ring and this clip and these two rings, which is very nice. You can put it on your key ring if you want. And I did read the instructions, but they didn't help me too much. So, oh, look at that. Look at that. Okay, you're going to think I'm crazy, but I'm going to prove it. So here it shows you battery installation. Press firmly on the light head. Open latch. Counterclockwise rotation. Insert battery. Switch back. Latch down. Okay, common sense, right? That makes sense, Kev. Let me just get this back in. So those are the instructions that came with the new one, apparently. So anyway, the one that I got first was this one. And they are different. This one's UV and this one's red light. We'll talk about that. But here's these instructions. Just so you don't think I'm crazy. How to replace AAA. Pull latch. Press down. That's it. That's all it says. Am I crazy? That's all it says. Press down. Pull latch. Unlock. Okay. So I saw this and I was like, okay, so you press and then pull? So I got the latch up and I was like, all right, I'm yanking on it like this. I'm trying to yank it off. And when I did that, I tried to pull this. I was like using this to pull up. I thought this whole thing came out. And I'm like, how's that work with these? There's these screws here. I'm like, do I have to undo those and then pull it out? Well, it's honestly very simple. You just pull it up and then you turn it. But it doesn't say that anywhere. I didn't think to twist. So I'm yanking on it. And I pulled on this and I ended up pulling this latch out. I literally ripped this piece off. And then as I did that, it like moved over and I was like, oh crap. So I shoved this latch back in. So it's kind of back in there. And it just folds over this thing. But it doesn't sit down all the way. Like it pops up easily. And then it kind of like does this. And so it doesn't feel secure. So I told them I broke it. And I was like, here, I'll show you what I did. Can you send me a new one? And if they didn't, I was just going to buy one. They actually have new ones now. There's an E7, I believe, and an E8. There might even be an E6. And I kind of want to get one of those, like pay for it, buy it, because I like this model so much. And the E8 has a light panel on the side here instead of internal. It's not a, this is like a glow-in-the-dark case, and that's why they're internal. But the E8 doesn't have the glow-in-the-dark. It just has the panel on the side, but it has more function, which is cool. So I'm tempted to get one of those. The E7 looks cool too. But anyway, that's what happened. So I did get it back on. It does seem to work still. I just don't trust it like in the field. You know, in my pocket, I might catch it. And I actually have done that. Took it out of my pocket and it caught on that and the latch opened up. And if the latch opens up, which I can't show you, if you put a little pressure this way, you kind of have to push down because the battery's now springing up against it. But you kind of do this, and the battery will just, it'll want to come right out. So, yeah, that's how you replace the battery, though. So if you watch this before you buy one, now you know, don't break your latch. Just pull it up, twist. And it works really well. I do wish there was a secondary lock of some sort. It seems weird that just this latch is doing that, but it works. So it's called the Angel Eyes because there's two. Strobe warning, all that stuff. If you are epileptic, please stop watching this now. I'll unlock this one. So to lock and unlock, you tap it quickly, I think 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See how it blinks like that? It's saying AAA. Well, there's obviously no AAA. That's just the unlock feature. And then it'll light up whatever it's using. So right now it's using the LiPo battery because I don't have a AAA in here. And as you'll notice, I actually have a 10440 in here. And it works just fine. I haven't fried it or anything. I've been using it. This is, again, working on that LiPo. So what you have to do to switch the battery is turn on Moonlight mode, which is just a tap of this top button. And then you tap 3 times. And you'll see now it's switched over to AAA. And now when I press down, it's going to light that up. It'll light up the AAA button and show you that's the battery I'm using versus this one that's using the LiPo. Makes sense? And then if you want to lock it again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you just lock it like that. It blinks, and now I can't get any light until 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do that, green. Now we're good to go. And again, it's Angel Eyes because it has these two super bright. I mean, it is bright as shit. I think it's like 700 lumens. Feels like way more than that. Very nice. So you have that feature where it's just instant on, basically. I don't know if it's a turbo or just full brightness. Very nice feature to just have that quick on. Again, Moonlight is just a quick one tap, right? Then you have a regular light. You just double tap 1, 2. And now you can cycle through with a click. Low, medium, and high, which I think, again, is the same as this right here. Triple tap, strobe warning. 1, 2, 3. We're going to get a strobe. Okay, and that's it for this guy, right? Now I locked it. So, no more taps. So you get regular Moonlight, that, where you can rotate through, which I try to leave it on low. Hold down for off, so momentary hold for off, and then triple tap for a, what? Oh, no, I locked it. 1, 2, 3 for a strobe, and then momentary hold for off. Very cool. So that is how the light works, which is nice. I will admit that I reviewed a A28, I believe it was, from Rovyvon, and basically my whole thing about it was too complicated. And it had 2 buttons, just like this. But for some reason, this feels more intuitive to me. Maybe I just learned from that one and picked up things that this doesn't bother me so much. But this part is what takes you a little bit, I feel like, to get used to. So you also have these lights. That's what the second button is for. So 1 click gives you the regular, just warm light or whatever that is. And then you can rotate through that and get a brighter one there. And then back to low, and then hold down for off. And that being on will kind of it'll glow the inside of this case. So if I turn the lights off right now, this would be glowing, which is pretty cool. Then this light only has one other feature, which is a double tap for a UV light. So now you have a Jizz light, the Jizz Finder 3000. If you are worried about your spouse cheating on you, or you're a detective or something, you can use the Jizz Finder 3000 to find clues, which is pretty cool. I'm sure I have fingernail shit all over me or something like that. Can we find something? What about here? Is there anything? Come on. A knife? What about a knife? Come on. It's got to be stuff on a knife. It's a knife. I think what we've realized here is I am a clean person, people. I am a very, very clean person. I just don't think it's dark enough. Anyway, that's all this one does, unfortunately. But I love the UV feature. So it's kind of like, this one has red light. So it does everything else the other one did. And then you have this warm light in the middle, the brighter warm light, and right? And then double tap gets you red light. So now you have a red light. You can have that get brighter as well, which is cool. And then you can also triple click this one, and you'll get a sort of I'm on my bike type thing, right? Sorry, this one's like I'm on my bike riding, watch out for me, right? And then this one's SOS, I think. Or just like, I'm a cop, get out of my way kind of thing, right? And that's what that one does. Now, they have the E7, I think, and the E8 that have red and blue. So you get red and blue, which is pretty cool. And then I think the E8U has red, blue, and UV, but I'm not positive. Or maybe it's white, red, and UV. It's something. It has a really cool combination of things. And that's the downside here, is that I want all of them together. Like, I want UV and the red light. But ultimately, for me, I feel like the red light or the UV is cooler. Not that I'm really going around jizz finding, but it just seems cooler to me. I don't think I've ever needed a red light to flash. I could use a strobe if I had to for that. This also has the white light here, which is, I think, more important than red. So I think this one makes more sense personally for me, but I can see the argument for either one, and I'd like to see it have more, you know. But this is, I think, the best $50 flashlight you can get. I like a lot of through nights and stuff, but those are more like the budget flashlights. Like, here's the Saber. This compares to like an i5T, and you know, it's $20. That's awesome, right? But it's $20. That's why it's great. This is $50, so it's a little more expensive, but it has awesome features. It's very pocketable. I've been carrying this for a week straight, one of these two, and loving it. I love that it has a backup. I mean, the fact that I can run through this battery and then have my whole 10440 to burn through as well is really cool. You could just put regular AAAs and chuck them, make it easier on yourself. Some people don't like rechargeable batteries. It's kind of annoying to deal with, but yeah. This has Usbc charging over here, so that'll charge your lithium polymer. So for me, the way I would set this up is, oops, sorry. You gotta go Moonlight, then triple click. All right. So I would have it on the lithium polymer and have that be my main battery. And then charge that as needed. And then just have this 10440 in here for backup. And hopefully that lasts a while. You don't have to replace it all the time or anything like that. But if you're using that one as your main battery, then you're going to be constantly taking it out, putting a new one in, charging it, and that whole thing. It's just a little bit annoying. I've used this quite a bit, just demonstrating it. So I don't know how much battery's in there, but I really don't care all that much. I can just charge this up, and then, you know, I should be good. It should have enough backup in there for what I need. So you can actually get this out, which is nice. A lot of times these plastic things are impossible to get out unless you have some crazy nails. And then it's a USB-C, so you just pop it in. and it'll light up blue, and then I believe it turns green when it is fully charged, which is cool. So yeah, that's the Rovyvon E5 Angel Eyes, and again, there's an E5, an E7, an E8 if you want to go to that. I think they start at like 48 and they go up to like 60. So, you know, your choice of whatever you want there. I will link all of them down below so you have options. If you use those links, it does help the channel. Highly appreciate that. But, you know, your choice. And shout out to Rovyvon for sending these my way to check out. I may give one away. I'm not sure because I technically damaged this one and I kind of want to keep one. So I don't know what I'll do there, but this is the one I would probably want anyway because it's the UV. So maybe I'll just keep the broken one and give away this one. Who knows? But there we go. I love you guys. Hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you later.